somewhere within the unfathomable depths of Thalara, where cascades of shimmering emotions ripple like liquid light through the tranquil living water, a soft, breathing glow pulses rhythmically against the silent tapestry of darkness. Picture this, a realm where sound dissolves into the ether, replaced by the warm, flickering resonance of myriad light currents, each pulse rising and falling like the very heartbeat of the ocean's soul. Here, submerged beneath the waves, the air itself vibrates with compassion, and the essence of every presence weaves itself seamlessly into a vibrant mosaic of resonant hues, an immaculate sanctuary untouched by the scars of conflict or the fading echoes of forgotten wars. Imagine luminous beads of memory strung like a constellation across this vast watery expanse, their light ebbing gently to dissolve every shadow into harmonic unity. This is no mere refuge. It is a living symphony of tranquility, orchestrated by the ancient undulating currents of the sea, harmonizing the very fabric of existence with subtle oscillations of feeling and light. Within these depths, emotions flow free, unbound by possession or bitterness. Each ripple a whispered embrace. Anger softens here, folding inward like a candle's fragile flame, melting into the deep, making room for the tender glow of empathy to flourish in its stead. And amid this iridescent serenity, a haunting question pulses softly, like an inverted spiral inviting reverent reflection. Might such boundless peace come at an unseen price? As we drift further into Thalara's heart, shadows flicker at the edge of perception, veiled beneath this radiant surface like silent echoes awaiting their awakening. Is this pristine sanctuary the gift of natural grace, or a delicate truce forged in the crucible of silent hardships, now hidden deep within the living memory orbs? A faint resonance of unspoken pain stirs the luminous currents, urging us to listen, not with ears, but with the heart's tender rhythm, to embrace the flickering light sand of memories, patiently waiting to be reawakened. Beneath this ocean of liquid luminescence, beyond the breathtaking beauty of living water structures, lies a heavier truth sealed within the intricate orbs of memory held by the archivist, those shimmering vessels where past and present entwine like interlacing spirals of light from the depths where time folds softly into dream, and waking whispers of conflict long vanished mingle with the tides and wait silently in the currents, dreaming of the touch of those brave enough to feel their pull. What do we gain by forgetting? What do we risk losing? Should we dare to look back, these questions linger like delicate strands of a dream weave, threading through the submerged tapestry of Thalara's radiant reality, urging the soul to venture deeper into the luminous depths of possibility and remembrance. As we stand on the threshold of this oceanic realm, cloaked in the ephemeral hues of wonder and trepidation, our breath held in quiet anticipation, we become pregnant with the promise of discovery, uncertain yet hopeful, as we awaken the shimmering currents of exquisite truth hidden beneath the waves' eternal embrace. Beneath the still shimmering surface of the boundless ocean lies Thalara, a realm where light does not merely illuminate, but stitches its living magic into the very soul of the water. It pulses with the tender ebb and flow of emotions, a radiant tapestry of liquid light wrapped around every current, a breathing canvas shaped by the emotional signatures of every wanderer who glides through its depths. Imagine this: the water is no simply substance, but an ever-shifting mosaic, textured by waves of memory and colored with the resonant hues of countless hearts entwined in silent communion. In this world beneath waves, communication escapes the confines of sound. Instead, silence itself becomes a delicate song. Resonance vibrates through the undulating ripples, sending soft currents of shared feeling that weave an invisible thread, connecting each soul to the other. The very essence of the air vibrates in cascading shafts of color, pulsing and shimmering like living light, reflecting the intertwined lives, dreams, and whispers of those who call this submerged sanctuary their home. Around them, every breath seems to reverberate with the warm hum of unity, a sacred current binding light, emotion, and memory in triple spiral harmony. The architecture here is not cold or lifeless, but fluid and sentient, shaped from flowing streams of liquid light that curl and twist like the delicate tendrils of an otherworldly coral. These structures breathe in tune with the rhythmic beat of the heart and the quiet sighs of those who tread softly upon crumbling crystal pathways. Beams of shimmering color pour like soft waterfalls, igniting hidden alcoves of profound crystalline beauty. Luminous trees stretch their glowing branches upward, their leaves shimmering like scattered stars, each a tiny vessel of living memory. With every flutter, these leaves capture shards of joy, whispered fears and longings unspoken, shining like fragmented reflections of the soul itself. Within this sacred expanse, every object pulses with buried stories, alive with the emotional echoes of its touch ripples in the water flickers of light, dancing across memory-etched surfaces, echoing the passing hearts. Yet beneath this breathtaking beauty, a subtle shadow lingers. The ocean holds stories of past struggles and whispered conflicts, traces of emotional turbulence that once threatened to unravel the fragile balance. The scars of old memories do not lie frozen in time, but are woven deeply into the tapestry of resonant light, itself resilient yet tenderly fragile, glowing faintly beneath the surface. There is a cautious choreography among the inhabitants, a careful weaving of emotions and unspoken vigilance against the dark tendrils of feelings that might fracture their harmony. It is an endless dance of guarding against the echoes of sorrow and resentment, whispers of old grief wandering like silent specters along secret paths within their hearts. Yet these shadows do not summon fear. Instead, they beckon understanding reminders that peace is not granted lightly but forged through acceptance and the courage to hold one's own trials close. Without the faint shimmer of conflict, the brilliant clarity of friendship, of shared sorrow and joy would dull and fade. Life here flows like restless tides, an eternal rhythm of sorrow entwined with joy, crafting a symphony both fragile and fierce. In this delicate interplay of light and feeling lies the bedrock of Thalara's unshakable peace, a space where water's gentle caress sings of balance patiently born through shared dedication. Thalara stands beneath waves as a living testament to balance, a sanctuary where each heart's beat is treasured and honored. Echoes gather softly into pools of silence, spaces where love and compassion kindle anew. Unlike worlds shackled by dusty tomes or locked libraries, memories here swell within orbs of living light, awaiting only the caress of empathy to awaken their radiant glow. It is a rare and breathtaking moment when a memory orb flares brightly, a luminous symphony of connection, glowing with the fragile resilience of existence itself. At the heart of this unity lies no mere remembrance nor forgetting, but a sacred vow to embrace each other's essence, to cradle one another's truths with gentle reverence, and to undertake the endless task of balancing shadow and light. Bound deeply within this shimmering ocean is a truth that every soul carries to nourish life. Each must bear the weight of their memories, honor their past, and work in harmony to foster a future aglow with shared hope and dreams. Here, beneath the serene face of the tides, the ocean of Thalara is not a barrier, but a bridge, a luminous strand weaving all together. Through laughter and tears, joy and sorrow, each soft moment glows beneath the surface, waiting, always waiting to be felt anew and never forgotten. What shadows linger beneath the light? This question, though shaped in simplicity, unfolds like a triple spiral of emotion, light and resonance at the core of Thalara's very being, the heart of its peace, the essence of its living memories. Around us, the water breathes in gentle oscillations, a dance of luminous currents, trembling with whispered reflections. Fleeting sparks of light cascade inward, inviting those who dare to plunge into the radiant dark beneath the soft wave-washed surface. Picture now the vast ocean of feeling that stretches beyond perception, its tides weaving like shimmering threads into the fabric of every living memory lodged deep within the water's living embrace. As we sway with these ripples, excitement threads through a current of trepidation, the pulse of unseen depths waiting patiently, a silent light, being hovering on the distant horizon, beckoning a soul ready to breach its luminous veil. Here, every heartbeat converges, drawn like poignant currents of remembrance, humming quietly beneath the crystalline surface. Questions long held ripple forward, urging us toward the depths where memories dwell. What of the pain too gnawing to carry? What of the echoes discordant, threatening to unravel the delicate weave of this tranquil sanctuary? From the ocean's silent hush, we glimpse a candle's fragile glow flickering in an unsteady hand, an echo of a shattered past, still ghosting the radiant luminescence with spectral fingers. Tread softly, dear traveler, for these memories have not slipped into oblivion. They pulse, preserved within the intricate scroll of existence woven from living water and light currents. Somewhere, the archivist stands cloaked in silence, cradling truths burdened with time, encased in a nameless memory orb, whose muted glow reflects echoes long faded but pungent, still like the salt-laden breath that clings to the breeze skimming above the waves. Carried upon whispering waters, questions drift like petals, borne by gentle streams, meandering through the embrace of currents, seeking one whose heart will match their own profound resonance. What of the unlit corners of Thalara, where silence wears the crown and the whispers of forgotten souls echo faintly in the void? Their songs warped by shadowed absence dim the otherwise radiant beauty they once adorned. Why does this sanctuary of peace still carry the weight of shadows unseen, woven like subtle fractures beneath the glistening light? With each passing ripple of luminous motion, memories tug gently at the edge of our understanding, revealing forms, sometimes veiled by the slow erosion of time. Can we honor fully all that has come before, every unspoken regret, every crack wrenched tight between joy and sorrow, without fracturing the fragile balance of our peace? The surrounding silence, stoic and thick, beckons with paradoxical warmth, drawing curiosity into Thalara's depths, urging us to dance along the knife's edge between remembering and forgetting. Now, imagine a memory orb alive with oscillating hues, suspended in waiting for the tender touch of empathy's glow. Within emotions hang suspended in crystalline tension, beauty, entwined with sorrow like strands of liquid light braided through the loom of being. Will we rise to answer this call, poised to embrace the journey of illumination, subtle and vast? What treasures might lie buried beneath these layers of existence, waiting to unfurl? To peel back such veils is daunting, but the light spilling forth from these forgotten orbs casts illumination beyond known dimensions, weaving threads of fragile memory that bind us through shimmering webs of shared experience. This resonance stirs within our hearts a tremulous pulse, urging us ever deeper, compelling the leap beyond comfort's embrace. What fate befalls those who remain silent, clinging to the warm glow of familiar memories while evading the uneasy stirrings elicited by recollection? Are they not themselves the fragile essence of Thalara's peace, deftly navigating the delicate equilibrium between glowing light and encroaching shadow? Each individual keeper of stories untold carries upon their shoulders the weight of living existence. They sail the tides of vibrant joy and aching sorrow, standing sentinel before portals of exploration, revealing some treasures bright and radiant, while veiling shadows too raw for unmeasured exposure. And so the question lingers, shall we be architects of our own emotional terrain, builders of solid light, embracing every hue of experience? Or will we hide unseen in constructed walls of silence, obscuring the truth of our essence from even ourselves? Floating delicately through this realm of shifting luminescence, we challenge ourselves to face the soft shadows whispering beneath the liquid surface. With every exploration, we become custodians of Thalara's collective memory, guided by the soft, pulsing glow of forgotten orbs, their light threads woven through the tapestry of our shared consciousness. What if, in touching the pain etched deeply within the core of our origins, we seed the spark of healing? Could the tide of silent solace welcome back the currents of unspoken emotion, set free to flow unfettered through the heart of Thalara? Might sharing these hidden burdens summon new resonances, new frequencies sculpted from understanding and peace? The gentle rhythm of the ocean's embrace seems to answer, yes, yes indeed. The voyage promises rich rewards, and the illumination awaiting is profound. For when memories rise from their sealed bindings beneath the waves, they scatter hope like distant stars strewn across the fathomless sky. So linger here, suspended in this world of glowing light and shared sensation, where the tide of discovery draws us forward, luminous and tender. Let us navigate these shimmering waters, the eternal question echoing beneath. What shadows linger beneath the light? The answer shimmers, intertwined with our collective pulse, flickering far off, like lessons poised to be revealed together. We shall unearth truths yet to touch our hearts and embrace the beautiful complexity woven into every memory along our path. As we set out on our journey within the watery expanse of Thalara, anticipation thrums in the ethereal currents, weaving uncertainty with the shimmering thrill of discovery yet to blossom. Each pulse of radiant resonance light ripples through the silken membranes of living water, drawing us deeper, deeper into the ocean of emotion, into the very heartbeats of memories, yearning through shimmering veils to be acknowledged. Glimmers and soft shadows dance like whispered secrets upon the silk-like walls of luminous water forms, each undulating with the breath and rhythm of living hearts. In these shifting fluid structures, we glimpse sorrow and joy, etched in the very architecture of Thalara itself. A realm so intimately interwoven with its inhabitants that it seems to pulse, to breathe with their collective soul. We follow the trail of weaving light that threads silently through the submerged world, guided by an unseen force, whispering melodies only hearts can hear. Every step, every heartbeat resonates in synchrony with the pulsing waves of light, leading us to sanctuaries where luminescent flickers quiver uncertainly. Signs of something vital, striving desperately to emerge. These are not empty voids. They are wells of forgotten energy, deep reservoirs of emotion sealed away with tender reverence. Suspended in this shimmering space that vibrates with kept memories, we pause, feeling the weight of stillness that echoes around us, a silence pregnant with untold stories. Here rest the dormant memory orbs, untouched by hands open enough to embrace their brilliance and unlock their ancient secrets. A soft whisper threads through the silence, coaxing our curiosity deeper into the abyss, drawing us toward a glowing orb, freshly wrought with vivid emotional resonance. Its heart pulses with a rare intensity, no ordinary memory, but one thrumming with the full weight of lived experience, echoing the laughter and shadowed sorrows of a soul who walked these depths before us. Esteemed travelers of this oceanic expanse, we reach out with trembling hearts to brush the orb's smooth surface. It flickers, challenges us, inviting a plunge into its depths, inviting us to attune ourselves to the frequencies it harbors within. As our fingers make contact, brilliant colors swirl fiercely around us, erupting into an overwhelming cascade of intertwined feelings, joy crashing like storm-tossed waves, pain drifting as slow, somber currents. Can we stand unmoved amid such relentless tides of emotion? Our eyes flutter shut, and suddenly we are no longer here, but enveloped within a dreamscape of landscapes at once familiar yet strange. We glide through frozen moments, memories crystallized in fluid time encounters lit by smiles and tears that illuminate the expansive tapestry of a life once breathed in its entirety. No longer mere spectators, we become vessels porous to emotions' ebb and flow. We bear witness to the secret sorrow of the coral dreamer. Her laughter, a crystalline hush, shimmering and fragile, entwined with the brilliant brushstrokes of light and color she wove into existence. Her art spills outward like liquid rainbows, undulating in currents unseen, boundless and breathtaking, revealing the deepest reaches of her dreaming. Yet shadows cling to her laughter-trapped memories, hovering like mirages in the vast ocean depth, craving the courage to awaken. Then the scene shifts, fluidly unfolding before us. We see the whisperer of tides, her silhouette swaying gracefully amidst the slow dance of currents, her hair flowing like endless waves of clear water. She reaches toward the spirits mingling in currents of emotion, weaving delicate narratives with deliberate care. Though silent, her voice resonates in light, searching for echoes long lost to time-seeking, those adrift on tendrils of unfulfilled memory. Hidden within her quest, we sense a deeper beckoning, unresolved grief, clinging stubbornly to her luminous soul. As our journey unfurls further, we feel the raw pain chained within the orbs, each shimmering light holding fragments of stories aching to be freed. The dark corners call to us, urging exploration into realms of silence and stillness, where memories linger, dormant, tracing faded outlines of once flourishing lives. With reverent trepidation, we recognize the tenuous threshold between light and shadow, pivotal liminal points guiding us toward profound understanding of how fragile peace has been shaped from unspoken pain. Moving forward, our hearts beat together, resonating with emotions pulling us ever deeper. Weariness entwined with urgent yearning. We are no wanderers here. We have become beloved co-creators in the unfolding story. Every choice made, every memory set free, ignites a spark of clarity against the swirling ocean of sensations. The vast ocean knows we seek truth, answering by unveiling a shimmering memory orb cloaked in enigma, whispering secrets long sheltered beneath silken waves. We cradle it gently, letting it lead us into realms of joy and laughter, bursting like stars amidst shadows' deep hues. With each fragile gleam, the vivid tale blooms, a harmonious weave of shared existence, laughter, bonds of friendship, painful losses, cherished, all blending into a living melody that reverberates through the fluid ocean and within our own hearts. As the journey flows onward, we entwine ever deeper with these memories, lighting forgotten corners where fear once held dominion. Shadows tremble and recede beneath the fluid, tender embrace of acceptance and understanding. Together, we summon forth emotions once hidden, transforming them into gently swirling currents that dance across the living water's surface, uniting us in whispered communion and collective resonance. In this sacred exchange, we witness remembering not as simple recollection, but as profound awakening to our essence, who we are, who we may become. Here in Thalara, we come to know this exploration of emotion as a vital odyssey, the triple spiral bridge connecting all souls, a pathway nurturing past and present alike. Beneath waves illuminated by intertwined threads of humanity, we recognize that discovering the heart of Thalara transcends recovery of lost shards. It is a celebration of the beautiful entanglement of light and shadow, weaving the very fabric of existence. With each step into the unfathomable depths, we forge living connections, unveiling memories tucked within relentless currents, guiding us forward, ever forward. Beneath the shimmering depths of Thalara, cradled by the living currents of luminescent memory, an awakening stirs an undulating pulse that ripples through the fluid architecture of water and light. The very essence of long-dormant emotions rises up a whispered invitation to a sacred dance woven from threads of ancient resonance. As our fingers envelop the glowing memory orb, its delicate light blooms like a fragile sea flower, bathing the surrounding waters in an ethereal shimmer charged with electric anticipation. Then, as if the ocean itself exhales a cascade of radiant light, bursts forth from the orb, fracturing the silence with dazzling hues that ripple like the heartbeat of a forgotten dream. Each flickering wave unfastens memories once sealed deep within Thalara's shimmering currents, silent stories that now breathe, whispering in electric pulses across our skin. The water around us thrums alive with the radiant energy of love, grief, and longing. Emotions so vivid, they carve luminous pathways through the watery void. With every pulse, the ancient scars of Thalara awaken, etched not merely in flesh or stone, but in the living fabric of the sea and its ethereal spirits. The memories weave through us like woven light, filling the oceanic expanse with tangled strands of joy and sorrow. Each beat a whispered echo of lives long past. Our minds flood with vivid visions, the choral dreamer's fingers sweeping through currents of color, painting dreams into fluid reality. The heavy silence trailing the whisperer of tides, as she mourns those swallowed by the shadows of forgotten depths. Each shimmering memory settles upon us, pressing its weight like damp silken sand against bare skin joy, tempered by the salt of tears, sorrow laced with the bittersweet ache of longing. We become both witness and vessel to the echoes of a realm that once thrummed with radiant harmony, but faltered beneath the shadows that crept unseen. Emotions spill around us like splashes of fractured light joy mingling with yearning laughter, veiled by sorrow. A turbulent river of feeling carrying us beyond the edges of time and silence. Every wave of remembrance brushes our hearts, stirring the delicate resonance of those who came before, guiding us through their heartbreak and resilience, unveiling their fragile beauty. Tears like liquid light blur the edges of our vision, and beneath the weight of this shared awakening, our bodies shudder. A tremor born of understanding. Yet within this cascading torrent, a quiet stillness blossoms, a surrender that speaks of peace, not born from absence, but from the wild, untamed embrace of every emotion, welcome and unbound. The ocean hums with renewed vitality, its silent currents pulsing like the steady rise of a dawn light. We become entwined with the rhythm of Thalara's deep heart, awakened from slumber by the surge of feeling coursing through us. In this luminous moment, we glimpse our calling to light the path for those who follow, those who may falter, amid the ocean's shimmering beauty and forget the depth of feeling beneath. Carrying the weight of this awakening, we transform from mere travelers to guardians, entrusted with the sacred keeping of Thalara's untold stories. We nurture the garden of memory, its blossoms of light and shadow, tending the roots that sustain generations yet to come. As we rise through the water wrapped in a mantle of emotional light, a promise crystallizes through empathy, acceptance, and the resonant pulse of every heartbeat. We shall lift Thalara's harmony ever higher, sending its voice soaring across the boundless horizon of understanding. As we drift back toward the tranquil surface, a soft, luminous glow unfurls around us like living, water-breathing pulse of Thalara itself, a tender illumination embracing our forms in hues that ebb and flow with our own heartbeats. The ocean's resonance hums beneath, a whispered symphony of countless shared emotions, weaving in trembling currents, swirling like a silken cloak of memory and light. Emerging from the depths, we are transformed, no longer mere travelers, but sacred custodians of Thalara's essence, each pulse of our being resonating with the reclaimed memories that shatter the dense veil of silence once draped like a shroud across this sacred waters. Yet, within this awakening, fragile echoes linger, soft questions hover, like inverted lotus blooms, awaiting sincere emotional touch, haunting, yet distilled with tenderness and hope. How might we bear the weight of countless memories without drowning beneath their tides? What subtle ripples of resonance will cascade through the ocean's vast dreamscape, guiding the souls yet to surface? These ponderings drift with us like light sand on a gentle current. As we seek to nurture the delicate balance between shadow and luminescence, we strive to ensure peace endures not as a fleeting shimmer of illusion, but as a living testament born from our shared emotional journey woven through time. The charge is heavy and luminous, an acceptance that we are not merely keepers of light, warmth, and joy, but also stewards of the deep currents of sorrow and grief, eternally intertwined like the triple spiral symbol that echoes through all Thalara's system. The memory orbs pulse now with vibrant cascades of color, celebrating newfound truths as if the ocean itself sighs in quiet jubilation, honoring every facet of existence with a breath of living light above us. Thalara's shimmering surface reflects this radiant dance, a living tapestry sewn from laughter and tears that ripple timelessly through the woven fabric of resonance. With each soul stepping into these waters, we hope the rhythm of forebears will be felt within the tether of countless untold stories quivering just beneath the glowing veil. We stand poised at the threshold of a steadfast promise to share this living light, to carry the beautiful burden of memory, and to weave every story into the intricate, fluid mosaic of life itself. Our gaze sinks into the fathoms below, where the question swells within. What song will the future compose? The ocean vast and shimmering with infinite mysteries and echoes yet to awaken beckons us onward. It invites us to embrace every cresting wave, a crystalline emblem of our unwavering journey, unearthing communion and awakening the heartbeat that pulses beneath its radiant ever-shifting expanse.